Hello everyone, my name is Emily Horbick and I am the author of Comfort Zone Correction, Unfiltered True Stories and Successful Selling. I wanted to create a short video to just kind of explain the book and the principles and explain to you why we put it together the way that we did. But first, I want to take a minute to say thank you so much for all the support to everyone who's bought the book, everyone who's been reposting our posts, everyone who has just been so supportive. I really appreciate it. And I'm excited to tell you that because of you guys, we reached number 2 in sales and selling in our first week on Amazon. We really appreciate it. Even the birds are chirping. They're all excited also. So I'll start with myself. As I said, I'm Emily Horbick, and I've been traveling the world for over 2 decades. And every time I travel, I always write about it, and I've always done this as a hobby. And now I've had the opportunity to make it into a travel blog. So travelandledger.com is a travel blog, and because of this book, it's made it all possible. I was living in New York and I was stuck in this cycle. I was stuck in the comfort zone, you know, the comfort of getting a paycheck every Friday. I would go to work to pay for rent, to pay for food, and then I would go to work to pay for rent, to pay for food. I had a roommate, Kaushal, who had a mentor, Mr. Brown. And over the years, Mr. Brown became my mentor, and I just learned so much from him. A lot of people don't get the chance to have a mentor who just accepts you for who you are and is willing to stand up and clap for you. He's the kind of person who always had these little one-liners that he would leave you with, and it always just stuck in your mind, and next thing you know, the next day you would find yourself doing his suggestion. Not every single person can sit down with him and have coffee how we used to do. And over the years, he told us so many stories that I just felt I needed to write them down and share them with the world. So that's how the idea for Comfort Zone Correction started. The way that we made the book, we divided it into 2 sections. One is part of his trade show experience, and the other part is his day-to-day business. In the trade show section, it shows how he would make his booth stand out. He would do these little things here and there that really made him stand out from the crowd. There's even one story about how everyone started complaining because they felt he was being too aggressive, because he was literally saying hello to every person that walked past his booth. And people started complaining because his booth was getting all the attention when they weren't getting any attention, and really all he was doing something different. In his day-to-day business ventures, you really get to see where he would really care about the customer. He would take that extra step. He would put himself in their shoes. He would feel their pain. He was so connected with his customers that he would go the extra mile. Is how many people really do take these extra steps to stand out. A lot of people just sit on their butt and accept money to just pour in, and that's just not reality. If you don't work towards something, no one's gonna just pay you to sit on your butt. So each of these stories is 2 to 3 pages. Some of them have 2 or 3 experiences. Some of them are long enough to be 1. But at the end of the day, I just wanted to show people that it really doesn't take much to make an impact. And if you challenge yourself and you challenge your customer, you'll be surprised at the results. You really will. One of our stories was that very fact, where he challenged his client. He said, "Excuse me, sir, we're trying to make $5,000 more by the end of the night. Would you be willing to help us?" And guess what? They did. These stories can relate to anyone. I mean, anyone can buy someone a cup of coffee just to spark a conversation. Anyone could approach a person and just ask for a handshake. Well, maybe not so much right now during COVID, but you know what I mean. And then at the end of the story, we have wrap-up lessons just to remind you what the main takeaways were for each story. And we also leave you with some homework. So it's a little bit motivational, a little bit self-help, a little bit business, a little bit sales, marketing. You know, we try to make it a collection of everything so that everyone could benefit from the book. You'll find all of our links below. You'll find a link to the book. We're available on Kindle, Paperback, and we also have a motivational journal if you need daily motivation. You could take it to work with you. You can take it to the park. And these little quotes of his that have grown on me over the years, they're going to grow on you, and then you can introduce them to your friends. We're actually in a perfect opportunity right now because unfortunately a lot of people were unemployed. A lot of people are working from home, and you get in that comfort of, you know what, instead of going the extra minute, I'm just going to watch TV. Or instead of going that extra phone call or instead of that face-to-face encounter, you're going to just go get something out of the fridge. You know, now's the perfect time to come out of your comfort zone. And I want to encourage you to come out of your comfort zone today, and you would be surprised at the results. And then before you know it, you're going to be attaining your dreams. You're going to be attaining your goals. You're going to not even realize that it wasn't a possibility before. Almost anything is possible if you just work hard towards it. And that's another thing about Mr. Brown. When he first started his business, he would go to New York City. He used to have booths there with payphones. And he used to call clients on a payphone. And they would say, oh, can we call you back at this number? And he would say, no, sir, please allow me to call you back. And he was running a business with no office. He was running a business with no phone. He literally was using a payphone. So if you think your dreams are not attainable, what's holding you back? You have to just find a way to get over that hurdle. And that's the main reason we wanted to write this book, was just to encourage you to step out of your comfort zone. Just make it happen. Just try. Just try. What's it gonna hurt if you just try? And I'm gonna leave you on that, guys. And thanks again. Thank you so much for all of the support. And you'll find all of our links below. Follow us on social media, check out the book, check out the journal, and I will be seeing you soon.